Welcome to Module 2. What are virtues? Let's start with an overview. In this module, we examine a classical ethical framework developed by Aristotle called virtue ethics. Given our understanding of ethics so far, the natural prompting of ethical questions for new technologies and the sources of ethics, virtue ethics situates ethics in a very personal way. It calls into question ourselves, our actions, our goals, our happiness, and finally our contentment. Virtue ethics forces us to look inward. But virtue ethics also prompts questions regarding the number of virtues we can reasonably cultivate. Moreover, is it possible to have conflicting virtues? And what happens when the virtues we want to cultivate contradict one another? We begin this module by reading secondary sources about virtue ethics. As you are reading these assignments, capture what you believe to be the central and essential elements of the virtue ethics framework so you may construct a concept map of the framework. Here's an example of a concept map. There is a short, slightly amusing video that introduces the main ideas of virtue ethics. The readings for this module include the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, the entry on virtue ethics, and the original source Aristotle's Nicomachean Ethics. The next section of this module has us applying a virtue ethics framework to technology, social networking technology specifically. We will read Shannon Valor's Social Networking Technology and the Virtues. Valor discusses 3 particular virtues that manifest on Facebook. Think about Valor's framing of the issue as you are reading. Can you identify other virtues that have manifest on Facebook, either with you or with others? We then shift our focus to a pure technological context and examine the idea of embedding virtues within computational agents. While Coleman doesn't give us explicit roadmap for creating virtue within computational agents, he does provide us with a series of questions and concerns to consider. For this, we will read Coleman's Android Arete. In reading this article, think about the various types of computational agents, from algorithms to androids. Are there realistic ways of creating the conditions necessary for the cultivation of virtue among these technologies? How? Where might we fall short in such an endeavor? At this point, I'd like you to return to Angel for specific class section topics, objectives, and assignments. Please leave comments and/or questions on the wiki. Talk to you soon.